3 groups will make up the format tonight for Hot Lap, for qualifying, and for heat races. How things will work out as we will continue, though, to sort through the field. The 22, that'll be Jonah Bozeman out of Moultrie, Georgia. The H&R Powered Longhorn, Warren Bozeman, Concrete, number 22. And on the front straightaway in the 2 out of Jacksonville, Florida, the H&R Powered Longhorn, DN Concrete Services, number 2. It'll be Trent Lloyd. 4th in the Crate Racing USA Challenge points 1 year ago. 6th overall in the national points. Guy's got 11 career USCS 600 sprint car wins, 33 career starts with the series. And the 44, that'll be Cam Boyd. Cam Boyd, the driver out of Blackshear, Georgia, in the 44 this weekend. And I do believe we had one more. There we go. I knew we had one more somewhere. That'll be Cole Exum. Nope, never mind. Scratch that. Joshua Bishop. Joshua Bishop out of Tony, Alabama. Out of Statesboro, Georgia. I have my notes wrong. Disaster of paperwork already. Great flag out. Here we go. Group number 1, all 11 drivers out on the racetrack for their hot lap session. Matt Dooley's going to be the first to put in a top time. Never mind. Corey North, 18.882. And there you see Trent McLeod. Trent out of Baker, Florida, the Eagle Powered Longhorn, McLeod Lawn Care. Sean's Landscape at number 58. And Corey Neal Jr. behind him. Fast time for Corey Neal, 16.412. As they're going to get to stretch out this racetrack just a little bit. This is, of course, their official hot lap session. Joshua Bishop, top of the board, 16.198. There you get a look. That'll be the 93. And we'll check and see the 93 squeezing in. I believe that might be Cole Exum. We'll see. See if it changes. For group number 1, quickest, Trent Lloyd, 15.862. Trent Lloyd goes 15.862. He'll be fastest. Corey Neal, 15.985. 15.985. So Trent Lloyd will be the quickest. And group number 1 over just like that. So we will see them go back. They'll get ready to come back for what will be their Stack Products by CV Racing Products time trials. That will come up momentarily. Of course, they will be competing with their own group in those time trials coming up. So our second group will get ready to roll out onto the racetrack. Crate Racing USA Street Stocks. Street Stocks, you need to be headed to staging. Street Stocks, you need to be headed to staging. So group number 2 going to be let out by the driver that may have the longest haul. I will check into that. He's out of Malvern, Iowa. GM-powered rocket, all-mix collision, number 18. That is Jesse Sobbing. Jesse Sobbing in the 18, all the way from Iowa, joining us here this weekend here at the Needmore Speedway. Behind him, that is Jared Delk. He's out of Jamestown, Tennessee. The Randall Harris-powered sniper. Delk Equipment Can-Am Auto Salvage, 118. And behind him in the 515, he currently comes in as one of the Cruise with the Champion Rookie of the Year contenders. He's 4th in the points coming in. He sets 3rd in the Crate Racing USA $100,000 challenge points. That's right. That ends this weekend. He's 38 points out of the top spot. He's 2 points behind Matt Henderson, who's 2nd. And they're all chasing, of course, Jimmy Thomas. I'm talking about the 515 of Clay Hill, Florida's Bubba Rolling. And behind him in the 11, out of Sylvester, Georgia, the Racetech XL Chassis Park Belt Body Company's number 11, it's Stacy Roberts. 1 career win to his credit, came all the way back in 2005. He did that at Golden Isles. in the 11 machine. As this is, once again, group number 2 filtering its way. Everybody making sure we've got all the transponders checked out. Make sure all that's taken care of right off the bat. Make sure we've got everybody checked in before we let this group go. That'll be Kyle Bridges. Kyle Bridges in the 90 out of Moultrie, Georgia. He'll make his way out onto the front straightaway. There is the 7. That will be Tyler Thompson. Thompson out of Phoenix City, Alabama. The Rocket XR1, Thompson Properties, Burgers and More, number 7. And the 12, that will be Chase Giddens. We mentioned he was the runner-up in the Crate Racing USA Late Model Sportsman Tour just last weekend. Ended up second in the points. He comes in, the youngster out of Moultrie, Georgia, the capital. H&R Power, Bryant Pivot, Irricators, number 12. And the 00. Making his way, that'll be Russell Brown. Of course, he went to victory lane here at Needmore back in 2022. 2021 winner of the Morgan Sheffield Memorial here at Needmore. As this second group will get their taste of the racing surface, the 54, that will be Tim Nixon out of Adel, Georgia. That's a competition race equipment. Savage chassis in the 54. Shout out to Jason Welsh tonight, former series champion. Ooh, picking up the left front. How about that? See that, Dixon? Woo, got a shot off a turn. Number 4, Stacy Roberts. Right now, he's on the top of the board. Just seen somebody dart by the screen. I didn't see it originally. That's the 22 right behind Jesse Salving. That'll be Matt Henderson. He's about to come into your screen in the 22 at Loudon, Tennessee. Matt comes into the weekend, currently 3rd in the national points. He's 2nd in the all-important Crate Racing USA $100,000 challenge points. 36 points separates him from Jimmy Thomas coming in. So this weekend, very important to him. There's some bonus money that'll be handed out, of course, at the awards banquet. By the way, there's some news coming out about that really soon. Speaking of some other news, I'll share that with you after we look at the leaderboard. Matt Henderson, quickest in that group, 15.945. That was right on cue. Stacy Roberts, 2nd. Tyler Tomlinson, 3rd. Jesse Salving, 4th. And Bubba Rowland rounds out your top 5 in group number 2. 15.945 was quickest for Matt Henderson. By the way, breaking news. If you saw today on the Crate Racing USA Tour Late Model Series Facebook page, tomorrow at noon, the 2025 Winter Shootout Series schedule will be released. The 10th rendition of the Crate Racing USA Winter Shootout Series schedule. It will be released tomorrow on, of course, the Facebook page. That will be at noon, leading into, of course, tomorrow championship night here at Needmore. One final group getting ready to roll to the racetrack. Street Stocks. Street Stocks, we need you headed to staging. Street Stocks, we need you headed to staging. First car out onto the racetrack. The 2023 Series champion. 13 career wins to his credit. He's out of Middleburg, Florida, the H&R Powered. That is a Longhorn with a Whitener's tractor service. On the side of that machine, Southeast Ship Repair. That is the Magic Man, Mark Whitener. 2023 Series champion, a 5-time Powell Family Memorial winner. 2021 and 2023, the Crate Racing USA Challenge belonged to him. He's the only 2-time winner. Jimmy Thomas is trying to do that this weekend, be the 2nd. There's Victor Matthews out of Thomasville, Georgia, in that bright 79 machine. Making his way off turn number 3 and into turn number 4. There is the 4D. That'll be Trey Davis out of Alma, Georgia. The Ingram-powered Rocket XR1, Main Street Bottle Shop, number 4. And the guy rolling quietly over there in turn number 3 comes into the weekend. He currently leads not only the national points by 66 points, but he leads the Crate Racing USA $100,000 Challenge bonus series points, too. He's out of Phoenix City, Alabama. He's the 2021 Series champion 8 times. He's went to victory lane. The J. Dickens Scorpion High Roller Recovery Wimmers Wrecker Service, number 22, the Silent Assassin. That is Jimmy Thomas. Jimmy Thomas in the 22. Behind him, guy's already had an eventful weekend. If you heard in the opening, had to change an engine last night after hot laps. He's out of Mahalia, Mississippi. The J. Dickens Scorpion Race Automotive Design 75, number 77. That is Josh Ray. Josh Ray in the 77. Behind him, a guy that knows his way around this racetrack too, Joseph Brown, a 3-time winner of this event. He did it back in 18, 19, and 20. And the guy behind him, well, he did it most recently. Well, as we see Brown slip by Josh Ray. Coming into your screen now, the 97, that'll be Cody Overton. A little sexy, trying to repeat in his Ingram-powered Excel TriStar engine to transmission Budweiser number 97. Fresh off of a Peach State Classic 602 win last week. And there is Ty Giles in the 10 at Norman Park, Georgia, the Hendra-powered Rocket XR1 J&M engine, Senior Life Insurance, number 10. Joseph Brown, top of the board, 15.747. And there is your second fastest time right now. A multi-time world short track champion, still hunting for his first series win. That is a little head knocker out of Union, South Carolina, the Hendra-powered Rocket XR1 G4 of Trent Ivy. So this session will come to a close, and it is going to be unofficially, well, now it's official. Joseph Brown, 15.642. And Joseph Brown going to be the quickest in this third and final session for the Rogers Dabbs Performance Parts Crate Racing USA Dirt Late Model Series in their hot laps. That will close out their hot lap session. They will go back to the pit area and get ready for Stack Products by CV Racing Products Time Trials. That will come up after our opening ceremonies and intermission as they will make their right-hand turn. We'll turn our attention to the street stocks. Crate Racing USA Street Stocks up next. Attention in the pits, attention in the pits. Crown Vics, you need to be getting ready. Crown Vics, you need to be getting ready. You will be up after the street stocks. So the street stocks will be waiting in the staging. We will have, looks like 12 of them. Probably split them up into two groups for their hot lap qualifying session. And then the Crown Vics will round out the preliminary part of night one. The heat races are, of course, qualifying first for the Rogers Dabbs Performance Parts Crate Racing USA Dirt Late Model Series, and then it'll be heat racing the rest of the way. For night number one, here are the Early Bird 50 at Needmore Speedway here in Norman Park, Georgia. We mentioned about 3 hours south of Atlanta. Get on I-75, come on down and join us if you're looking for something to get into tomorrow night. A lot of money and a lot of fun tomorrow night here at Needmore Speedway. Come on out and enjoy. As the Crate Racing USA Street Stocks await their chance to hot lap qualify coming up. So first car is out onto the racetrack. That'll be the 71. Richard Livernoise. He'll be the first car out onto the racetrack in that beautiful 71. Of course, these street stocks, man, what shows they have been putting on. The Crate Racing USA Street Stocks. The 2024 champion, of course, will be honored when we roll into the banquet coming up in January. There's the 04. That'll be Bubba Christian. Bubba Christian in the 04. Behind him, the B46. That'll be Brad Langford. Brad Langford in the B46. The 94, it'll be Jonathan Croson. Croson in the 94 on the back straightaway. Jonathan Crane in the 31 will be behind him in the 31 machine. And it looks like one more should be slipping way off in the back straightaways. There you get a good look at Crane. Jeff Conyers in the 47 will be the last car. Split this group of 12 into two. We'll have 6 in this first group, 6 in the next group. Crate Racing USA Street Stock Hot Lap qualifying underway. Of course, the Street Stocks tomorrow night. They'll be competing for a $2,000 payday as well. So the white flag going to come out on this first group. Bubba Christian right now, 18.640. Jonathan Crane, 18.877. That is your top 2 times. There's a good look at Bubba. And the black, white, and pink 04. I think those wheel covers, too. See what he can do on this final attempt. He'll come off turn number 4. Can he improve? He's gotten faster each lap. Does he on his final lap? Yes, he does. 18.520. And that is going to be the fastest. Brad Langford, the guy on your screen right there, he's got second quickest wrapped up at an 18.717. 18.717 for Brad. So group number 1, we'll see there. Hot lap qualifying session come to a close. And we'll bring out the next half. As Crown Vics, you need to be in the staging lanes. Crown Vics, you need to be in the staging lanes. You're up next. So final group of Crate Racing USA Street Stocks will make their way to the racing surface. 13, that'll be John Bratcher. Bratcher in that black, neon yellow, and blue. 13, the 55, that will be Heath Walker. Heath Walker in the 55. As they continue to pace their way out on the chute, this will be the final group. And I believe that's Dylan Browning. Big number 6 and a little 28 on the side of that one. We'll go with the 6. That'll be Dylan Browning in the 6 car, as they will pick up the pace and see the green flag, the 77 of Wes Davis. There should be one more going to squeeze into your screen, and I'm wanting to say that should be the 11 of Jesse Lee Newsom. Boom. There we go. Time to beat 18.520. See if anybody can do that on group number 2. And there is the 13 of John Brancher. He's going to come off the turn number 4. We'll see what he can do on lap number 1. He's going to be 10th fastest. We've got some work to do. This entire group's got some work to do to try to catch Bubba. $18.520 for Bubba Christian. Right now is the top of the board, and nobody going to get close. It doesn't look like. Checkered flag's going to come out for this group. Now there's one. Dylan Browning's going to squeeze into the top 5, so we didn't get one driver out of that group to jump into the top 5, but it will not be enough to dethrone the top spot of the board. Bubba Christian, 18.520 top time. Heath Walker on his final time around gets into 4th fastest, 18.826. But Bubba Christian, he will be the top qualifier in the Crate Racing USA Street Stock Division. And that will leave us with what should be one more division, the Hot Lap qualifying. That will be the always fun and entertaining Crown Vics. They will be getting ready for their Hot Lap qualifying coming up next. So the Crown Vic's going to come out and find themselves a comfortable spot for their hot lap qualifying. I'm assuming the 4 is supposed to be the 2024 of Tommy Burnham. I just see a 4 on there. We'll see. My Race Pass will probably lay it out for everybody. That is definitely a 1. And I don't... Oh, there is an R1. Reese Johnson. Here we go. We'll find out. Their hot lap qualifying officially underway. There is the R5 on your screen, and that was Reagan Johnson. Sharp-looking ride. And there's a missing data. Right now, missing data is the fastest car on the racetrack. See how that works out? We'll see. And it just happens to be the 4. Ronnie Johnson, not to be confused with the Chattanooga Flash. That's Ronnie Johnson without an E on the end. R-O-N-N-I on your screen in the 85. Andrew Roberts just took the top spot. He's in the 17. Perfect timing. Good work there, Flipper. He's coming off the right side. Fading across the top of turn number 4 down the front straightaway. Well, thought maybe that second lap might have been faster, but he ran into a roadblock. Tell you what, when the track gets real slick, these guys have their hands full. The checkered flag's going to come out on this first group. 15 of them. And fastest is going to be Andrew Roberts, 21.310. And I'm going to go out on a limb and say the 2024 might have been Tommy Burnham. We'll see. Anyway, 21.403 for him. Missing data on the My Race Pass app. Still think somebody should make a t-shirt with that. I think it would sell. So second group, what should be 3 total of our Crown Vics out onto the racing surface. See if we can get these guys squared away. So they will pick up the pace and see if they got anything for that 21.310. Well, that looks like a 22. Well, that's definitely a 97.